Hi, I'm Josh Javoro, Nut and Jetty Man and programmer of Nunga Screen. I'd like to start by acknowledging my elders past and present, and I extend that respect to the traditional custodians of the land on which you are all meeting on today. For 14 years, Country Arts SA has been sharing First Nations films, and we can't wait to share this year's program with you. Thank you very much for your support and enjoy.
Yeah! Woo!
Hey, I don't know, Tao. It doesn't look much like a robot to me.
Well, that's because it's not a robot, Eddie. It's a rub-bot.
A rub what?
A rub-bot, Lottie. A motorised rubbish picker uppering unit.
For keeping country clean.
And for winning that, the Science Talent Quest.
We're not winning anything with that pile of junk.
It may be junk now, Lottie, but wait until it's built. All we have to do is bolt the swivel arm to the retrieval claw, then attach that to the mobile base unit using the pulleys to redirect the force in such a way as to create an upward pull, using gravity to do the heavy lifting for us, meaning all we have to do is...
And he gets the ball, runs a goal, and he bounces it once, bounces it twice, and kicks! And yes! It's the goal of the century!
Attached to the multi-directional swivel platform, which in turn is attached to the universal swivel
And
joint,
the
which
winner of the award for Best Performance by a singing, skipping, side-saddling, soda-sipping superstar is Lucky!
And the entire thing is operated using this remote control unit. Questions?
Nope. I got all that.
Yeah, me too. Totally. It's all in here.
Excellent. All we have to do now is build the rub-bot, find a really snazzy head to stick on top, and the prize is ours.
There's a prize?
It's a science talent quest. Of course there's a prize. And I think I just might know where I can find that really snazzy head.
Wait for me! I really want to win that prize.
I so want to win that prize.
Woohoo! Hey, Tal. Hey, Julia.
Hey, Dex. What are you making today, Lockie?
An alien-proof hat to stop aliens reading my mind. How's it look?
Deadly.
You do know there's no scientific evidence that aliens can even read minds, Lockie.
Huh?
I said there's no scientific... There's no...
What? I can't hear you!
Hmm?
I think I must have made a people-proof too.
Excellent.
How's it work, Lockie?
Oh!
Jeepers, I love Hud Rubbish Day. So much magnificent junk. Who even throws this stuff out? It's... Yoinks?
What are you doing, Eddie?
Helping build the rub bot?
I wonder what the prize is.
Don't know, but I reckon it's gonna be mad. Look how excited them kids on the poster are.
Super excited. What you got, Tel?
Yoinks?
Huh?
You gotta stick it on the bottom bit.
Nah, you gotta attach it to the top bit.
Come on, Tao. We gotta get the rub bot finished by the end of the day or it'll be too late to enter. Hey, what's wrong with Tao and Lockie?
Dunno. All they said was, yoinks.
Yoinks?
I've heard about Yoinks. My Uncle Tyson told me about it. It's a video game from the olden days when he was a kid. They banned it from his school
Why?
because kids couldn't stop playing it because they reckoned it was too much fun.
It doesn't look like fun.
It is though. So much fun that once you start playing, you cannot stop. Yoinks! hitting in your head.
From the moment that you wake till you're back in bed.
Lots of fun when you play.
Before you know it, it's the end of the day.
Yoinks, yoinks.
One more game.
Yoinks, yoinks.
One more game.
Yoinks, yoinks.
One more for sure.
Yoinks, yoinks.
One more for sure.
Tap in your name, high score is your aim. Play it in the car or a train or a plane.
Once you're in, you can't get out. It's too much fun, without a doubt.
Yoinks, yoinks. Yeah. Yoinks, yoinks.
One more for sure.
Yoinks, yoinks. Yoinks, yoinks.
Why don't we just go over there and take it off them?
That is not a good idea, Lottie.
Why?
Look, they've become yoinkified. What if it does that to us?
I don't want to be yoinkified, Eddie.
I've got an idea.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
It's brilliant. It can't not work. With this on, I can't see how much fun the yoinks is. I go in, grab it, you pull me back. Easy.
If you say so.
I sure do. Here I go.
Ow!
Whoops.
Now, straight ahead. That's it. Right.
Right, left.
Left. That's it. That.
No, right.
No, right.
That's your left. No.
No,
go
right. Now, yeah.
Straight
Straight ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Pull it back. Quick.
No! Lottie's being yoinkified. Whoa!
What's all this yelling about? Well,
Sorry, Shandy. We were just trying to.
this is strictly a no yelling area, Eddie.
But
I don't make the rules, Eddie.
yeah, you do.
A ticket for you and a ticket for you.
But I was yelling with my inside voice. But
Anyone seen Lockie? He's supposed to be helping with my Science Quest project.
there!
Playing computer games on a sunny day? That's a violation of Code 3BC42.
But
I'm going in.
That's not a great idea, Shanty.
You kids! Wait, is that yoinks?
the yoinks got Shanty too.
Yoinks?
Yeah, it's a video game from the olden days.
The one that no one could stop playing?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Wait. What's it doing?
Its batteries are running low. Now's our chance to save our friends.
Okay, but if we just wait.
And win the Science Talent Quest. I got this.
Oh no! Dex's decks are powering the yoinks. It'll go forever.
What are we gonna do, Eddie?
Ori?
Ori?
Ori. I need your help. Everyone's been yoinkified, Ori, and we're running out of time to finish the rub bot so we can win the Science Talent Quest and get the really big, really mad prize. You mean... But... Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Thanks, Ori.
What did Ori say?
Heaps. And they reckon we gotta work it out for ourselves.
And?
Just a sec, Junior. I gotta think.
Okay, so how about...
Hey, look at me, Junior. I'm thinking. Thinking. Thinking.
But
Thinking.
why don't we just build the rub bot and it can get the yoinks?
I just had an idea. What if we build the rub bot and it can get the yoinks? Wait, did you just say that?
I think so.
But how? Tal's the only one who knows how to build the rub bot.
He told us, remember?
He did?
Yeah, all we gotta do is... Bit from the bite, not that they look alike. No, the thing with the ring, now tie it with the string.
Tying, gluing, fixing, sticking, making things is cool when you know what to do. Robot. Robot.
I'm good with the balls or a bat I can swing, but out of this junk I couldn't make a thing.
You're doing great, big mate. But hurry up, we're gonna be late. Get the metal thing, the one with the ring. Tie it on the base, the kite about a cave.
Tying, gluing, fixing, sticking, making things is cool when you know what to do. Robot. robot.
Now take the claw thing, attach it with the string, thread it through the what's it. You got it, yeah, that's it.
Tying, gluing, fixing, sticking, making things is cool when you know what to do.
That's it.
Ready?
Wait. Oh, now we're ready. That's it, Eddie. To the left. No, that's your right.
No, that's the hand I write with. So that's my right.
Right?
Right.
But I write with my left hand.
So left.
No, right.
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 That's it. Almost there. And got it.
What do we do now?
Go.
Yes.
Yes.
Yoinks.
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 They're following its sound.
Whoa.
What do we do now?
I know.
Grab it, Junior.
Got it. This will keep the noise out.
Junior, pass it to me.
And Eddie gets the ball, runs a goal, and he bounces it once, bounces it twice, and kicks. And yes! It's the goal of the century!
Yes.
Huh? What happened? It's a long story.
Huh? Where's my ticket machine? And what am I doing here? This is so strictly out of bounds. You won't tell anyone, will you?
Probably not. It's here. What is?
Our prize from the Science Talent Quest.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I can't believe our robot won.
My alien-proof hat would have won for sure if you hadn't have kicked it out of the playground. Hey, your hat saved us, Lockie.
What?
No way.
What is it?
An all-new Mega Yoink Series 3000?
Hi, I'm Stephen. Hi, I'm Abby. Today we're with Pop Quarter to learn about some bush science.
The activity we're going to be doing now is called bush science.
Bush science? Bush
Yes,
science.
Bush science. What we'll do is we're going to use the Carla.
Colour. Oh.
Because we're taking powder, we're going to grind solids into powder, and then we're going to take the powder, use the Carla, and we're going to turn the powder back into solids. And we're going to make a weapon called a codge, stone axe. The town, Kojonup, got it named after the codge, the stone axe. And that's where your family connection is. If your grandmother's from down that way, I'm from that country. It's very, very important to know who you are and where you come from and your connections and your family connections. It's very important to know that because that's your identity. Righto, let's get started. We're going to use charcoal, cob, resin from the grass tree, and what's this one?
Intelligent pill.
And they're known as?
Younger gunner.
So we'll take the cob charcoal first, get your boya, your rock, and we'll grind this into powder like this. Now we've got to get all the lumps out of it. So it goes into powder like this. Take your next one, which is the resin from the grass tree trunk, and we'll crush that up and do the same. Not too hard because it'll go everywhere. All right, the last one now is the magic ingredient known as the
Intelligent pill.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing with the Yongaguna. we take them like this, and we get it really, really smooth. And then when you crush it all up, then mix them up in your mixture. So if you can bring all your powder over here and bring it and put it in here. We're going to update the culture now, and we're going to get a flame. We're going to use a gas canister. And what are we doing? We're getting the flame to hot stick. Now watch this. This is bush science. Now we're going to turn this powder back into solids by doing this. Watch.
Why is it sticking?
The resin from the grass tree is the one that we melt and make it sticky. The charcoal that we use in here holds the heat to melt the powder, and the yongaguna, or the kangaroo poo, holds it all together. Do you think the Aboriginal people, our old people, were very clever people?
Yeah.
Very smart, weren't they? And all this material, all this stuff came from Mother Earth and the
Animals.
Animals. And we just, because we caretake for them, we look after them, and they look after us. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. And we do this by showing what? Starts with R.
Respect.
Respect. We respect Mother Earth. We respect the animals. We respect the land. Yep. Boy, rock.
Whoa.
This is real old, isn't it?
That's so cool. Oh, are you shaping it?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you trying to mold it?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Now this is your connection to your coconut, and I'm going to give this to you and Stephen to look after, to talk about. And what you're going to talk about is how you done this, who you done this with. You're going to share this with who? With your friends, with your family. How powerful this codge is, and the things that you did, how you done it. And there's your identity, the coconut connection through the codge. There you go. And look after it, because that's going to create memory for us, for you.
It's still warm. Yeah. You want to? Sure. Thank you for helping us to make it.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. But before we go, there's something we need to do. Over this way. What we're going to do is we're going to put our hand over the fire, and we're going to jump up in the air, and we're going to sing out the word yakai, because there's a victory call for us. On the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Yakai! Woo!
Yeah.
See ya. Water one.
Creatbull was huge, a giant. More than anything, Creatbull wanted to find a place for himself, his wife, and 2 sons to live in peace, away from the influence of the evil spirit called war or Tenationa. They lived first at Belita. Creatbull dug the first oven with a kana, yam stick, and his wife gathered roots and roasted them in the oven. The men hunted on the land, kura, kangaroo, kabi, emu, kurang, snake, were plentiful. They ate well and were very happy. One day they prepared their oven, laid the roots on the hot stones, covered them with earth and went to rest. As always, Creatbull stood with his spear and watched over his family as they prepared to sleep. During the night, though, they were awakened by the calling of a bird, Bullen. Rah! Rah! In great fear, they fled their campsite at Belita, believing this call to be a warning sign. They travelled southeast and made their next camp at Perrine, Mount Shank, South Australia. They were sure the evil spirit would not be able to find them here. They confidently constructed their whirlers and built their second oven and began to enjoy living on country. Hunting was good. Kila, crayfish, tarto, fish from Nurunga, kuya, eel from the Luang waterhole. However, one night, when the oven was empty and the family was settling down to rest, the voice of the Bullen came again, causing them to flee in fear. They decided this time to set up camp inland, away from Nurunga, Port Macdonald, and the sea. They believed that the evil spirit could not exist far away from the sea, so they travelled to Berrin, Mount Gambier, and made their camp. The first oven they made at Berrin was Wawa. This oven was big and worked well for some time. But one day, water came up from the bottom of it and put out their fire. Creatbull was furious. He threw rocks. He screamed. The second oven was Yatten Lu. This oven worked well too, but then water came up from the bottom and put out the fire. Creatbull was furious. He threw rocks and he screamed. The third oven was Ketla Malpi. This worked well, but then water came up from the bottom and put out the fire. Creatbull again was furious. He threw rocks, he raged and screamed and stamped his feet. The fourth and final oven Creatbull dug was Croaratwari. It worked well, but then, as before, water came up from the bottom and put out the fire. Creatbull was mad. He was furious. He threw rocks, he raged and he screamed. Creatbull told his family that he would make no more ovens. That was it. They climbed the peak and made their home in a cave right at the top of the mountain. When their time came to go, Creatbull hit his spear on the ground and the spear extended. The family sat upon the spear. Creatbull sat on the end, his wife sat in the point, and the 2 sons sat between them. The spear carried them high into the heavens, where they watch over us still in the night sky. Boandik people use these stars to guide them across land and country. Creatbull's story is a verbal account of the eruption of the volcanoes from Millicent to Mount Shank to Mount Gambier, and shows the Boandik people have been here for many thousands of years. Belita first erupted about 20,000 years ago, Perrine about 10,000 years ago, and Berrin 4,000 years ago. cheered, 1983. This legend is a Boandic creation story. It shows just how long the Aboriginal people of this area have been here. Great Bull's rage when the ovens were put out by the rising water could be a depiction of the rocks and volcanic energy from the eruptions, and show the Boandic were on country to witness the eruptions as well as the rising groundwater that eventually filled the craters.
My name's Ian Sutherland, but everyone calls me Doug. And today I just want to tell you about our Radri Star dreaming stories in the night sky. Radri people have a connection with the stars that tells us our dreaming stories, our connection to the land. And whenever we see a shooting star, they see there's someone going back to their campsite along the Great River. It also tells us when we can go hunting, different seasonal changes, when it's dry, when we can't go for food, when to plant food. Yes, so we use the stars for lots of things. Radri people are, well, all Indigenous tribes have used the stars for a very long time, so it oldest living culture. First astronomers just use the stars just as a tracking method on our seasonal foods and calendars. Just want to talk about Radri people. As I say, the Milky Way is the Great River, or Wumble we call it. In their dreaming, there are 4 main animals that we look for in the night sky. That is the emu, the kangaroo, the 2 cockatoos, and Bayami, our creator god. With Bayami, he was our creator god, so he came down to earth, made everything, gave us our law, respect that law today. As on a bright night, you can see him in the night sky. He's actually the constellation Orion, so he's part of Orion, where you see the constellation, or the Big Dipper they call it. See him overnight. The next one is the emu. We also see that in the night sky as well. His head is at the bottom of the Southern Cross, and his neck goes through where the pointers are, and his body is the shape of the rest of the Milky Way. And once we see him forming in the night sky from June till the end of August, we can go out hunting for his eggs. And it also represents a start of initiation. So his head would be the small circle, and his neck is the pathway to the big ceremonial ground that we use for ceremonial purposes. In the body of the emu, on some clear nights, you can see a figure of a kangaroo. Once we see that in the night sky as well before the emu, we know we can go out hunting for kangaroo on certain months of the year, throughout the year. The last 2 are the cockatoos. They are the 2 pointers in the night sky near the Southern Cross. So they are 2 birds that we see. The Southern Cross is a tree, and that is the nesting area in the night sky, in the tree that we see. And that's where they're flying back to, their nesting spot. Just before I go, I just want to say, when you're looking up at the night sky, I hope you start to work out the animals and what stars I just talked about, and yeah, I hope you can see all the animals, and hope we can do this again sometime.
What a deal.
fabricated. The whole story of the secret Aboriginal women's business was made up. That's the official finding of the Hindmarsh Island Bridge Royal Commission.
We have got rid of one of the biggest inventions that's ever taken place in the history of the country.
Sandra Saunders and Doreen continually lied about it. What? I mean, how dare they?
If you've got a bunch of money and you've got a bunch of lawyers, you can make people's lives very difficult.
This was about money and power, you know. It was a white boys' club. It didn't deter us, though.
This Royal Commission was set up to destroy Aboriginal people's culture.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a fabricator. I talk about things that I know, not something that I don't know nothing about.
People said that the women made up the stories, that the women lied to protect Coomerack.
It's our culture, and there's things we want to talk about and there's things we don't.
No one was a fabricator. It was women's business. Information, particularly for women, and it wasn't for men to know about.
Coomerack is concerned with birth. That's why this place is called Coomerack. This is where my ancestors come from, this same island.
It was like walking on sacred ground, you know? And I think this is why we feel so close to the place.
All we were doing was protecting a place that was special and is special and sacred for Aboriginal women. We weren't doing all this other crap that people made us out to be.
I still feel the feelings from this place. This is the place that holds the key to it all.
I think it was the first time we'd seen my mum really fight for something that she believed in.
When something so significant and important is being threatened, people will stand together and come together.
And we are pretty deadly.
Now, how's that little dance go?
Never, never let your troubles get you down.
And that's exactly what happened.
Doreen Continuary, the woman who claims to be the custodian of sacred women's business, applied to have the area protected as a sacred site under the Federal Heritage Act.
Robert Tickner put a 25-year ban on building a bridge. Woohoo! That was a great celebration, and it was after that that things just went.
They were never going to be properly heard in that arena. But it wasn't a court case, it was a political solution effectively designed to attack the Labor Party and their credibility in supporting Aboriginal heritage. And it's being done again today. So it's exactly the same thing.
They would just do anything to destroy you.
Federal police had been handed the bogus letter which claimed pro-secret police elder Doreen Cartanieri had changed her stance. Police are now trying to determine the source.
The media always said Cartanieri, and we'd be like, what is that?
It's Continuary. I just wanted to make a point of that.
Doreen never let him wear her down.
One of the journalists asked me, why are you doing this, Doreen? You know, you're standing in the way of progress. I said, well, they shouldn't be destroying Australian history and culture in the name of progress.
The secret Aboriginal women's business at the centre of the inquiry must be produced if the Commission is to discover the truth.
A Royal Commission proving that Aboriginal people lie still reverberates to this day in terms of the attacks that Aboriginal people have on their oral histories and the preference of a written document.
Nana was told from her aunties and grandmothers that Aboriginal business shouldn't be written down for white men to see.
But if someone hasn't written it down, they're always going to be accused of making it up.
The only way to bring it to court was for it to be written down.
She was given a promise that what was written down would be shown to only the necessary parties, and then it would be sealed forever.
That information was sent to Ian McLaughlin by mistake.
And Ian McLaughlin subsequently appeared in Parliament, waving the letters around and threw them on the table.
Doreen fell on the ground, crying to her ancestors, telling them how sorry she was. She blamed herself that this information had been sent out and now men had seen it.
She felt like she betrayed her family and our culture.
And even though that was out of her control, she said we shouldn't have written it down in the first place.
This island is not just any island. From the river Mari to the Kuranghamas, it is our birth from the red soil of Mother. Kumarang is all of life to the Nganjeri Mimanis.
They might have their bridge, but we still have our culture. But I tell you what, took a bit from you. Yeah. Took a piece of your heart.
Sandy, you could picture them old girls and all the laughs we had, sitting back weaving.
Yes. And certainly didn't stop the strength of the women, and it made people stronger, really.
I'm always thinking about the old girls who are not with us, the stories they left behind. You know, so importantly our young ones listen to the stories and then they can pass it on.
We're here to try and tell their stories, and I hope that they would be sort of happy that we're doing this.
Yeah.
And I feel and hear that they would be.
I'm one for standing in sovereignty with my people. You know, I just think that if that ever happened again, we're a stronger mob today because of those elders, and we'd fight it till the bitter end.
I'd like to see the government acknowledge that culture is important, that heritage places of significance to Aboriginal people are important to every Australian. This is the first time I've been back since all that happened. And it was only until today that, this morning when I seen Ellen, that made me feel a bit better in my heart, that I could look at Ellen and see her and start to feel better. I feel as though I've actually had a bit of healing today.
kuya yale kuya tukacha kuya walankocha kuya walankocha kuya walankocha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha naga kuya yale naga kuya yale kuya tukacha kuya walankocha kuya walankocha kuya walankocha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha kuya tukacha. Gari mocha, gari mocha, balu nakucha, balu nakucha, gari nakucha, gari mocha. Gari nakucha, gari mocha, balu nakucha, balu nakucha, Karimoka nakucha. Karimoka nakucha. Valu nakucha. Kari nakucha. Kari moka. Kari moka. Kari moka. Dani moka. Dani moka. Balu nakucha. Balu nakucha. Dani moka. Dani moka. Balu nakucha. Balu nakucha. Dani moka. Kayambara nakucha. Kayambara nakucha. Nakru, nakru, nakru. Marayalu punkacha. Marayalu punkacha. Jina muranga. Garangala dina manguja. Garangala dina manguja. Garangala dina manguja. Nalukatan dina muranga. Garangala dina manguja. Garangala dina manguja. Garangala dina manguja. Gaya gaya bar gaya gaya bar manguja. Gaya gaya bar manguja. Gaya gaya bar manguja. Gaya gaya bar gaya gaya bar manguja. Gaya gaya bar manguja. Gaya gaya bar manguja. Bacha bacha pukulu naranga, puki pukulu miriraro, pukachanantu, andachanantu, andacha miriraro, pukacha miriraro, pukacha nando, andacha nando, andacha naranga, puki pukulu naranga, puki pukulu miriraro, pukacha nantu, andacha miriraro, pukacha nantu, andacha nantu, andacha nantu, andacha nantu, andacha nantu, andacha.
Face left and goes right along the baseline. And that's a defensive blocking foul, folks. That's number 10's third foul of the night.
Cold bath? Yeah, nah.
Hey, we're going to come to the house first, Dave. Taylor?
Sarah?
Taylor, it's been like
21 years.
try 22. You look.
You don't have to say the same.
I wasn't going to.
Who am I to argue with Sarah right? Always right.
Well, Sarah Pierce.
Yeah, the booking was made under Sarah Pierce, of course. I had no idea it was you. You need anything else?
Just the hot water. Precious. I know I'm only here one night, but I'm cold-blooded.
Of course. I wouldn't want you to write me a one-star review.
This is your plate?
You thought I was just a gas bottle man.
Want me to lie?
Let's go check the water. Piping hot. Thanks.
How long have you had this place?
Brought it a couple of years ago. I was going to live here, but things changed.
Too quiet in the countryside after your big bowling career?
Oh, so you knew I was playing?
Well, someone breaking out of our little town to play professional ball didn't go unnoticed. Mum used to send me newspaper clippings.
Sweet.
She was your first coach, Taylor. Yeah. Back when your shorts hung down to your ankles.
Yeah. Still have yours?
I'll never tell.
Mm-hmm. So how is your mum?
She passed away 10 years ago now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry. You were away, not even in the country.
Is this a work trip?
Yes. I'm on a deadline. Got a way to get it done. I'm a writer. Books.
That's amazing. What kind?
Crime, blood, intrigue, guns, that sort of thing.
How did I not know?
Well, there were no write-ups of me in the sports pages. Plus, different surname.
Ah. Sarah Pierce. So, you're married? I know when we graduated, we was on separate paths, but you stayed on my mind. I saw things that reminded me of you all over the world. Fortune cookies, Polaroid cameras, bit of green tea. Your heart want to shake.
That's sweet. But we did shake each other off.
Well, you're all sorted here, so break a leg. With your writing, I mean.
Not like the time I actually broke my tibia right before senior grand final.
The international scholarship. So sorry about that, hey.
I'm not. 3 months in a cast reading up on true crime led me on this path. And you went
away.
I've still got a mean hook shot. I'd sweep you under the rug.
You'll have to prove it one day. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy the hot water. Sarah! Sarah right. Always right. Nine. Damn. You wasn't kidding.
Like riding a bike. Want to take a breather?
Yeah. This is where we had our first kiss.
I also broke up with you here.
Yes. Last game.
About that day.
What about it?
Oh, the reason I broke up with you. The crutches were probably a big giveaway.
What do you mean?
Well, I ended things with you because when I broke my leg, my dreams, my big chance, it was over. I still loved you though. You would have stayed with me and not gone, not followed your own dreams. Am I right?
Yeah, I was crazy about you.
Exactly.
I would have stayed, you know. I loved you that much.
I know.
So, you said you loved me? What about now? Too late in the game, eh?
I never stopped loving you. There's still time.
Dad, can you tell me a story?
Sweetie, I've already told you one.
Another,
What do we say?
please.
Fine. I will tell you the story of your great-great-great-grandfather and his sheer bravery. It was the year 1854. Basically still the wild, wild west. A time when the Northern Territory was still the never-never, and beer was served in barrels. And much of our state was still waiting to be discovered. This is Australia. It was a time fraught with danger around every turn.
Hello? Ancestors? Is that you?
Nowhere was safe.
Hello? Who said that? Why isn't it safe?
Your great-great-great-grandfather was out exploring the glorious land.
You've got this, Samuel. She won't be able to resist your undeniable charms. Okay.
She's all yours, Benjamin. You ooze charisma. And you're a manly man. She won't be able to resist you.
And it was here he found a faithful companion.
Ahoy, sir. Might I inquire as to why you are sitting on the side of the path all on your lonesome?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
Stella! I have the exact same one.
Oh, extraordinary. Look, mine does this.
Oh,
and it's got a hole in it.
Does it? Oh, it does. Who goes there? My name is Samuel.
My name is Benjamin.
Wait,
please,
wait.
Stop!
I love you. God! I thought you said you were waiting for a mate.
Yes, a sexual partner. Duh. I came here to court the mysterious maiden.
Well, my name is Samuel, and I have come to profess my love to the mysterious maid of Montefiores and ask for her hand in marriage.
Well, my name is Benjamin, and I came here to profess my love for the mysterious maiden of Montefiores and offer her my hand in marriage.
Well, you best bet that is my future fiancée. So why don't you just sod off, you drunken mongrel?
Who are you calling a drunken mongrel, you filthy scoundrel? Well, I'll have you know, she's going to be my future fiancée.
Oh, you really are drunk.
She would first marry an Aborigine before she married the likes of you.
What? How dare you?
But soon they would find themselves up against a terrible foe.
Right! Enough is enough! Who is that? My grandfather came here on the first fleet to this country.
So did mine, and...
Well, I can also tell you that my grandfather ensured that the Aborigines were given blankets of smallpox to ensure that when the British landed at Sydney Cove, they were unresisted.
Aye.
Dad?
Who's out there?
Yes, dear.
Does the maiden return?
Sweetie, that is not important. Just let me finish, okay?
Okay.
Well, my grandfather pushed a whole tribe off the cliffs.
Oh, that's quite good, actually. But my father has over 24 Aborigines domesticated and working free of charge on our property to ensure that we don't have to pay wages to white people for labor.
No, well, my father, he...
Imagine just two men exploring the countryside peacefully. They were completely unprepared.
Show yourself.
He wouldn't let the Aboriginals into the town, and he ensured that they only had the barest of rations, and you know what? All the rations were poisoned. Anyway.
Oh, look, this is pointless. It's quite clear that my family is better than yours, and that I am the better suitor for the fair maiden.
Dodswallow! I'm the best suitor, and her heart belongs to me. So, that's the last that I will hear on it, yes?
Well, there's only one way to settle this.
A duel to the death.
Dad,
Yes?
what sort of guns did they have?
They had...
Handguns?
Yeah.
My father gave me lessons.
Let me guess. Daddy pays for everything?
Shut up, Baldy.
Oh, petulant insults. Let's get on with this, or are you going to stand there and flap your gums all afternoon while she gets away?
If she gets away, it will be your fault. Who's counting?
I will. 10.
9.
I thought I was counting.
Yeah, I come from the more distinguished family, so I should do the honor.
Never. We'll both count.
Agreed.
10.
9.
8.
7.
6.
5.
4.
3.
2.
1.
0.
Goodbye, Benjamin. Darn it!
Sorry, Samuel. Superior technology.
Both pistols misfired.
You should be dead.
Blasted thing.
You should be dead on the ground, and you know my father assured me that this was the best gun on the market. And
Boy! Why are you telling me my land is fraught with danger?
They came under attack by ferocious savages.
What? I ain't no savage.
Animal!
That ain't no better.
Beast!
There was a confrontation between your great-great-great-grandfather and a whole mob of Aborigines.
Wait, what? I'm alone.
What is he talking about?
I've no idea. He's nuts. They're all nuts.
They tried to intimidate your ancestor and his companion, but their grit was unbreakable.
Enough! I'm going.
We should get out of here.
Yes, I agree. The frontier is very dangerous.
Do you, want to go to the pub?
Yes, it's been a big afternoon. I think a beer is in order.
Yes.
Right, come on.
Ben, do you know what the mysterious maiden's name is?
Yes, of course. She's, the mysterious maiden.
I've decided you can have her.
Oh, really? Why is that?
My heart belongs to another.
Oh, and who might that be?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
And at the stroke of midnight, turns 12 years old. If it's good enough for the royals, Benji, it is good enough for me.
I suppose that's right. And legal marrying age, too. Great timing.
Dad, did he really marry his cousin?
He was joking. No, of course he didn't. He was joking.
And what happened to the maiden?
Who cares? It's bedtime.
Good night.